But first, the battle of the pint-sized princesses, the final countdown to Australia's first beauty pageant for children. In one corner, stage mums and their kids. In the other, critics who claim it's going way too far.
Pageant mamas, get your bling on, because Annette Hill has came to Melbourne.
It's over the top, it's over and up, and now it's over here.
This pageant, Universal Royalty, that's on this weekend, is a full glitz pageant.
The much hyped and, it has to be said, much criticised Universal Royalty Beauty Pageant is the creation of Annette Hill. She's the super promoter of the pageant world.
Your daughter rocked this. You know I love her talent. You know I love her talent.
From the stadiums of Texas to the world, Annette Hill's dream of expanding to Australia has arrived. The woman herself touching down this morning.
Well, you know, we were invited by a lot of our Australian fans, Edenwood and Universal Royalty, so we wanted to come out and have a fantastic pageant for all of the contestants and the beautiful contestants in Melbourne.
This is the Edenwood she's bringing with her. For better or worse, she's the global icon for pageantry. A 6-year-old bedazzled Bryn Edelstone in miniature.
You remember what they say in Australia? Good day. Good day, mate.
It's all American, all glitzified. It is up there, out there, and exciting.
The Universal Royalty pageant will take place in Melbourne this weekend. And right now, Australia's tiniest beauty contestants are putting the finishing touches on what each of them hopes will be the winning routine.
Big kisses. You know, there's pageant practice, there's preparation, you know, it's paying a lot of attention to yourself.
Carmen Powell coaches her students in the pageant arts. Morgan and Jasmine are two of the star pupils.
How old are you?
5.
You're 5. You're 5?
6.
You're 6 years old.
Do I snake that? These children enjoy the opportunity. They all look beautiful. They are all gorgeous and they are all having a fantastic time. Ready? Yes. Up tall, take a breath.
Along with all the hairspray, lipstick and sequins comes criticism from all quarters.
Let them dress up if they like to, you know, let them dress themselves. You know, don't primp and preen them and then put them in front of a whole heap of judges to potentially be told that they're not good enough.
Catherine Manning from the child advocacy group Kids Free to Be Kids is one of the most vocal critics.
This culture is toxic. Pageants aren't good for children.
Talkback Radio was awash today with commentary against the pageant.
This really, I find it a bit unsettling, I've got to be honest.
I think it's borderline child abuse.
I reckon these pageants are absolutely disgraceful.
We need to all stand up and say, look, we do not accept this. It is a form of child abuse.
Childhood should be about getting out there and having a good time, you know, having fun outside, rolling around in the mud, like, you know, dressing up out of the dress-up box, not being primped and preened, spending hours and hours on hair and makeup and then being paraded in front of judges.
That criticism all centres around one theme, that it's exploitation of children and teaches them they're only as good as they look.
Because you have baby contests, you have children beauty pageants, you have miss and teen pageants. So I don't understand why there's such a big conflict that we're coming.
Until now, Annette Hill has never had the chance to address her Australian critics. Opposition here has been so fierce, she's taken an unprecedented step, closing this pageant to families and friends only.
Let me tell you, you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Opposition here has been so fierce, she's taken an unprecedented step, closing this pageant to families and friends only.
With Universal Royalty in our 17-year history, we've never had a closed event. Never. But then when we heard that protesters were buying tickets to come and disrupt a children's event, no, I'm not having that.
I've always maintained that we won't be picketing or protesting at the actual event, that we will have our own separate event at a separate location. We've got no interest in upsetting children.
Fueling the fire is this American reality show called Toddlers and Tiaras. Children trained to fatigue, painted, primed and, yes, even waxed.
For some children, there is concern that to be told at the end of the day, after going through all of that primping and preening, to be told that they're not the one, that they're not beautiful, can be detrimental to their self-esteem.
To be honest with you, I don't think people really truly understand it. I think they're getting the mishaps from the show Toddlers and Tiaras.
The real thing, according to Annette, is nothing like the sensational torture of reality TV. That stuff, she says, is like filming the worst of the soccer mums for maximum outrage.
You're always going to have stage parents in any aspect of competition, but it is up to the parent to keep it in a positive aspect.
When we're encouraging girls to focus so heavily on their beauty, we're limiting how they see themselves in society as women, and I think that has a broader impact on the status of women in general.
The pageantistas argue it's life that focuses on beauty. This is simply a fun competition, and that other kids' pastimes have more sequins, makeup and judges without a murmur of complaint.
It's no different from calisthenics, and I've seen more makeup and different dance moves there than I've seen in pageants, and dance and ballet and cheerleading, football and karate. It's a sport.
It's very much a live debate, but you can judge for yourself. ACA will have exclusive access to this weekend's pageant.
So we want everybody to tune in to Current Affair and watch it inside the Universe Royalty Beauty Pageant.